Look, everybody wants to become lean. Everyone wants a lean, muscular physique, right? But there's usually a few things that prevents people from actually doing so. Things like time, they're just really busy. Things like low motivation, they have no drive to get up and go and chase those goals. And things just like no energy. They got a lot of work going on, responsibilities, things going on, and it leaves them exhausted. So then they can't get to their goals, and then they're kind of just left there wishing that they could get to their goals. So the question becomes, how do we solve those problems so you can become ripped? Here's how we're gonna fix this with 4 different tips. Tip number 1 is going to be the low time, high reward fitness plan. I'm gonna be giving you guys a fitness plan for free. Number 2, progressively increasing your health to optimize for better energy and better motivation. Number 3 is gonna be a perspective that I'm gonna want you guys to adopt in how to look at energy to increase energy. Number 4 is gonna be taking out the trash. And these are gonna be things that is actually hurting your motivation and energy levels. So by using just one of these tips, you are bound to be put on a path where you can start achieving your goals. Now, start implementing all 4 and then you are on the fastest, accelerated path to gaining a lean, shredded physique. So let's start with number 1, which is gonna be the low time, high reward fitness plan. So look, I know it can be hard balancing, working out and getting to your goals and trying to balance that out with responsibilities, work and all that jam. Take for example, I work 10 to 14 hours a day kind of thing. So sometimes it can be hard for me to go to the gym. But I solve for these issues by making convenient, low time consuming strategies that gets me to my goal, and I'm gonna share that with you right now. I'm gonna split that up between nutrition and training. So nutrition, what I'll do is I will cook in bulk. So I'll buy ground beef in bulk, chicken in bulk, and rice in bulk, and what I'll do is prepare it in one sitting. So I'll have ground beef, rice, and chicken prepped for an hour, and that'll set me up for success later in the week because all I have to do from then is just grab and go kind of foods. I'll put all the food in kind of like one bucket and I'll just choose whatever I want from it. Now also what you can do to save a lot of time is you can buy grab and go kind of foods. It's gonna be things like Greek yogurt, protein powder, microwavable potatoes, microwavable veggies, microwavable rice. The more time you can save doing things like that and doing it on the front end, the more time you'll save later on throughout the week when you're actually busy with things like work and family and stuff like that. Now the next thing to talk about is training. How do you train to get results but save time? Well, first, you gotta start off by doing the right exercises. These are gonna be stuff like compound movements. And I've been coaching for a while, so I've seen people just do like leg extensions and cable machine work, and accessory kind of workouts, like things that really aren't difficult. They'll do that their whole lives and never see results. But once you switch to compound movements and prioritize those kind of exercises, that's when you'll start seeing the results that you want. So prioritize the hard movements because that's gonna increase the rate that you grow muscle and lose weight. Now another thing, I don't expect you to go to the gym every single day. In fact, like I can't do that myself. I work 10 to 14 hours a day kind of thing. So what I do is full body workouts 3 times a week comprised of compound movements because that saves me time. I don't have to work out every single day. It gives me more recovery time so I could spend time doing other things, but that also allows me to have more energy because I'm resting more and I put that energy right back into my workouts. And when I do that, that's gonna give me better results. You might be asking the question, but Daniel, is working 3 times a week gonna get me results? Like, wouldn't 5 workouts a week get me better results? Maybe, maybe not. Because how I like to look at it is how many times are you working out your muscle group per week? Now with normal body splits, where you're working out Monday through Friday and you're doing maybe like chest and biceps Monday and legs and abs Tuesday and triceps and back another day, you're only hitting your muscle group 1 time per week. Whereas if you're doing full body workouts and you're hitting it every single body part 3 times per week, you are 3xing the rate at which you build muscle kind of thing. So that is gonna be my low time, high reward kind of workout plan. Full body workouts 3 times a week, and then meal prepping for 1 hour, buying in bulk, cooking in bulk, put them in big old tubs to store it kind of thing for the week. So the next tip I wanted to talk about was progressively increasing your health and optimizing for higher energy. So really what I'm talking about here is it's very hard to do a 180 flip and go from a busy life to dedicating all your time to fitness and health. A lot of the time that's not possible. So what you can do though to get healthier, because once you get healthier, you'll increase your energy and motivation levels. What you can do is focus on one tiny little habit at a time. So let's say you struggle with sugar cravings and you're drinking soda maybe like for all your beverages. What you can do is just only switch to water instead of switching up your whole nutrition plan, starting to work out, sleeping better, not drinking, not smoking, and doing it that way, kind of like an all-out kind of way. What you can do is switch one habit at a time where you're just drinking water instead of soda and drinking more water. Give it some time, get used to that, and then reap those benefits. Because you start drinking more water after you've been drinking soda for years, your body's gonna become healthier, you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna feel more motivated. Shoot, I mean, like your skin will probably clear up because of that if you have skin problems, which is only gonna motivate you even more. And then once you got that down, then you can add another habit on top of that, and then another habit, and then it becomes a domino effect of you getting more energy and more motivation, and then you get to your goals. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was the fit perspective. And adopting a new perspective of how energy works. See, a lot of people are hoping to find energy and hoping it's going to magically appear out of nowhere. That way they can go to the gym. But in reality, it doesn't work like that. In fact, you got to use energy and go to the gym and work out tired, work out unmotivated first, because that will pay you back in time and start to give you more energy and more motivation after that. But the thing is, you have to go through that sucky time of where you work out and feel like shit. So what I'm trying to say is you have to use energy to get more energy. You have to become healthier to get more energy, and at first that sucked. Now the last one I wanted to talk about was taking out the trash. And by taking out the trash, I mean getting rid of dopamine depleting activities. Stuff that's gonna rob you of motivation, because dopamine and motivation are essentially the same thing. So when you're scrolling on TikTok, when you're binging out on bad foods, when you are drinking alcohol, you're smoking, you're online shopping back to back, you are releasing so much dopamine, and what that's doing is robbing you of your motivation. And when you feel good all the time like that, because of those external kind of dopamine depleting activities, your body's not gonna wanna crave to be healthy. It's not gonna want to crave healthy, boring foods. It's not gonna wanna crave hard workouts, especially when you feel good all the time. But what you can do is take out the trash, get rid of dopamine depleting activities, get rid of all that stuff, and then after time, because it's gonna be boring, it's gonna suck, you're gonna start to crave health and fitness enough where you'll actually do them. You'll start to crave healthier foods because you got rid of bad foods. You're gonna start to crave going to work out and exercise because you stopped drinking and smoking and stuff like that, and playing video games and watching TikTok all day. You will start to do it. For example, I don't know if you guys have been on TikTok or played video games for maybe a couple hours, but after you do that, you really don't want to do shit. So you have to get rid of those activities, because that's going to allow your brain to even want to get up and go perform what has to get done. That way you can have a shredded body by summertime, wintertime, vacation, whenever you want it. And that's about it. So if you want energy, you want motivation, and you struggle to get up and go to the gym, start applying those 4 tips, because it will drastically change so much, not even with just health and fitness, with just accomplishing goals in general. That's about it. If you guys are looking for a more in-depth plan, and you guys want some one-on-one coaching, I am taking on clients. So click the link below. You can schedule a call with me where we'll go over some of the problems you might be running into from preventing you from getting to your goals. Stuff like don't know how to eat, stuff like don't know how to train, stuff like inconsistency or discipline issues. These are all issues I've solved in the past, and at this point it's pretty easy to help people get to their goals. So again, if you're looking for further help, more in-depth, serious help, click the link below. We can have a real conversation and get all this stuff worked out.